Good morning and welcome to the LPG Business Review. Here we are this Monday morning with Nicolas Leong, Regional Director, Southeast Asia of Wartsila Energy Business. Nicolas, thanks for being here with us today. Why don't you tell me a bit about Wartsila and the company's vision for LPG globally?
For us, we see a clear trend worldwide for more cleaner fuel for thermal power generation, and LPG is one of the alternative fuel that can produce clean energy. As you know, there are a lot of islands, remote islands, small islands, medium size, and also isolated grid in Southeast Asia and in the Caribbean or in Central America, where they don't have access to LNG, no access to pipe gas, and even sometimes no access to liquid fuel. And that's where LPG to power could be a good solution for clean power generation.
Perfect. And where do you see the growth in particular looking forward?
For us, we have 3 successful projects of LPG power plant in the Caribbean and Central America. We see a lot of growth in those areas, but also here in Southeast Asia, we see a lot of growth in potential in the Philippines, in Myanmar, where definitely island grids, isolated grids, very here.
And Wartsila really does do LPG to power. And tell me, how do you distinguish yourself from your competitors? And why is Wartsila such a successful company?
Thank you. I mean, first of all, we are one of the few companies that built and executed EPC project for LPG power plant. We have 3 running in Central America and the Caribbean. So experience, references come from most. And then also our engine offer flexibility in terms of fuel flexibility, because our LPG technology not only burns LPG, but we can burn ethane, methane, and also other liquid fuel. And in terms of flexibility is also what we talk about operational flexibility, because in the future where the world will be powered by 100% renewable, you will need flexibility, because flexibility will enable higher penetration of solar, wind, renewable, and that's why our technology now is preparing for the future.
Okay.
And also our experience in EPC help us to build plants, LPG plants on fast track basis. And finally, why Wartsila is because we don't only sell solution, but we also sell long-term O&M agreements, which is operation and maintenance, where we help the customer not only selling the solution, but also after that, so that the customer can really focus on the core business, where we then ensure that the power plant is operated and maintained at a predictive rates.
Got it, thank you. So what do you see on the horizon in Southeast Asia, which is your region, and you're pretty much an expert of that region?
As I mentioned, in Southeast Asia, a lot of developing countries, Myanmar, Philippines, they all need power, they all need affordable power. And for some of those countries, they have a lot of island grids. And that's where it makes it difficult to have pipe gas, to have LNG. And LNG takes time to come. Whereas LPG could be a faster solution, could be a cheaper solution in certain countries. And if I give an example of Myanmar, where we are already present, and now we're already working on a 150 megawatt project in Mandalay, for example, is because in Myanmar you already have LPG value chain on the commercial scale for cooking. So now to step up to make it commercially more viable for industrial use, you just need to have let's say a bigger storage tank. So you can then tap on the existing value chain to make it such that we can have LPG to power plants. And I think that's a very good value proposition that Wartsila have for Myanmar.
Okay, so what are the next steps for you and your teams going ahead?
Well, our team is ready. We have the technology, we have the LPG to power technology that we invite everybody, stakeholders, authorities, utilities and customers to work together with us to make LPG to power a reality in Southeast Asia.
Nicolas, thank you so much for being with us and for sharing your insights. Thank you.
Thank you very much.